10 countries where women have the worst husbands. In some cultures, it's considered a point of pride for a man to be called a good husband. That is to say, husbands who are attentive, respectful, and willing to put in effort to help their partner would be considered good by that society's standards. In other cultures, being called a good husband is not quite so positive. Where women are often valued solely as daughters or wives and have very little opportunity for personal growth or independence, the role of husband is more tightly confined. The responsibilities expected of men may be small, but they are significant within the context of that culture. Whether you're married or not, it's always interesting to take a peek into different cultures and see where you measure up. Here are 10 countries that have the worst husbands and why. Number 10. India, where husbands are useless and abusive. Indian society has many complicated views on gender roles, which are shaped by a mix of socio-economic factors and religious beliefs. One thing is for sure, though. If you're a woman, you're probably suffering a lot. In general, married Indian women get low marks for happiness in life as well as in marriage. The combination of expectations placed on women by their families and husbands, as well as the fact that they are often the ones to stay at home and raise the children. Indian men often expect their wives to do all the housework while they go out and have fun. And if the woman doesn't live up to the expectations of her husband and his family, she might face abuse. In fact, Indian women are at the risk of domestic violence and sexual assault due to their low social standing in the country. The Indian government has been pushing to change the situation for women for a few decades now, and there are some signs of progress. But it's clear that a lot of work is still needed to give Indian women the respect and opportunities they deserve. Number 9. China, where husbands control all the money. In traditional Chinese culture, the husband is viewed as the sole provider for the family, even though in most cases the wife is the one who stays at home to raise the kids. In return, the wife is expected to take care of the household chores, such as cooking and cleaning. For many Chinese couples, the division of labor is relatively equal, with some variation based on family size and proximity to extended family. However, there are some Chinese men who expect their wives to be completely submissive. They control all the money, expecting their wives to be completely dependent on them for financial support. For example, some Chinese husbands do not let their wives open a bank account because they want to control the family's finances. Number 8. Mexico, where husbands are lazy, irresponsible, and disrespectful. In many Latin American cultures, the husband is expected to provide for his wife and family. However, there is a fine line between providing for them and treating them as if they are less important than he is. Unfortunately, some Mexican husbands do not know where that line is and cross over it. They expect their wives to do all the housework, provide all the child care, and even cook for large gatherings of friends and family members. Mexican husbands are also known for being disrespectful towards their wives, often talking to them openly in a rude way in front of other people. A Mexican woman might be submissive because that's what her husband wants. But she might be submissive because she thinks she has to be. Mexican women face many challenges in society, including lack of equal education and career opportunities. Number 7. Nigeria, where men are pretending to be strong and abusing their wife in the process. Nigerian society places a lot of value on the concept of being strong, which includes being a good provider for one's family, being physically and mentally tough, and not showing any signs of weakness. Unfortunately, this is not always a healthy or realistic expectation, especially for men whose wives are also working or who have sick or disabled family members to take care of. Many Nigerian husbands expect their wives to do all the housework and childcare and cook for them on top of going to work each day. Some Nigerian men have been known to expect their wives to do everything for them, even getting up in the middle of the night to bring them a snack or something to drink. Number 6. Saudi Arabia. Like many other cultures around the world, Saudi Arabian men expect a lot from their wives. While there is a growing number of Saudi women who want to pursue careers, there are still many women who are expected to quit their jobs after getting married. Saudi husbands often expect their wives to do all the housework and childcare while they go to work. They may also expect their wives to cook authentic Saudi food for social gatherings and special events. Some Saudi men expect their wives to act very submissive, and some might even verbally or physically abuse their wives. Unfortunately, many Saudi women live under strict religious rules and are not allowed to report their husbands for mistreating them. Number 5. Philippines. Where husbands only care about themselves. Many Filipino men expect their wives to be the ones to stay at home and take care of the children. However, there is a stigma against the idea of stay-at-home moms, since Filipino society values financial stability for both partners in a marriage. Thus, many women who don't have a career or an advanced degree face a lot of social pressure to work. Many Filipino husbands expect their wives to cook traditional Filipino food for every meal and do all the housework. Some Filipino men have a very high opinion of themselves, thinking that they should be served and waited on hand and foot. Number 4. Japan. Where husbands expect subservience in the home and outside of it. Many Japanese men expect their wives to live up to very high standards of cleanliness and orderliness. Some even expect their wives to do all the housework while they go out with their friends. In the past, Japanese wives were expected to make dinner for their husbands whenever they came home. Making dinner was their way of showing love and respect for their husbands. Nowadays, the tradition is less common, but many women still make a special dinner or dessert for their partners. Number 3. Ethiopia. Where husband's job is to have sex with his wife. Many Ethiopian men expect their wives to perform all the household chores. They also expect their wives to feed them, clean up after them, and even massage their backs. Some Ethiopian husbands expect their wives to be available for sex at any time, regardless of whether their wives feel like having it at that moment. Some Ethiopian men also expect their wives to stay home and take care of the children while they go out and work. If a woman is married to a man with a low social status, she may even be expected to work outside the home and bring in money for the family. Number 2. Kenya. Where husbands expect wives to do everything for them. Many Kenyan men expect their wives to do everything around the house and take care of their children while they go out and work. Some Kenyan husbands might also expect their wives to take care of any extended family members who live with the couple. Number 1. Bangladesh. Bangladesh has a long history of gender disparity. According to Women in the World, women have been responsible for up to 80% of the farming in Bangladesh since the 9th century. However, there has been little or no legal basis that gives women rights to the land they cultivate. This has led to a significant imbalance in social and economic standing. Marriage is very important in Bangladesh, and childhood marriage is common even today. In fact, the average age of marriage in Bangladesh is 16 years for women and 23 years for men. The situation becomes more problematic when we consider the fact that only 12% of women have a secondary education or higher, while 24% have no education whatsoever. This leaves women in Bangladesh vulnerable and often lacking the resources to leave an abusive relationship. If you're a woman and you're in a relationship with a man from any of these countries, take heart. There are plenty of cultures where husbands are very respectful and supportive of their wives. There are also many cultures where husbands and wives have a balanced partnership where they support each other equally in both their public and private lives. It all depends on who you're with, and you can learn a lot by seeing how someone else lives their life. Finally, have you ever wished of traveling the world and make money at the same time? Then let me show you how you can get paid $25 to $50 per hour to use Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. And how you can get started right now. Click on the link below for more info. If you like this type of video, please like, share it with your friends and subscribe to our channel. That way you won't miss any of our future videos. Thank you.